Hello and welcome. Right, I've deleted the recording. I don't very often do that, but I thought there's no point in explaining that and like popping out. Basically, I had to stop the game and then come back in because the luxury desserts had moved. Now I've done it and I've got it working, but I've got to like repeat what I did for showing anything other than carrot cakes. So the carrot cakes is the only thing so far that we'll actually we're lucky because we've not actually quite finished everything. We've got to like do everything, but only the carrot cakes will appear. But at least I've got it. So yeah, all I've got to do is duplicate the palettes, and I've compromised a little bit because two things. It's easier to begin with for me to get it sorted if I've only got one kind of palette, and the other thing is memory, as in like the size of the mod at the end. It's important that you don't just like waste willy-nilly and waste a lot. It does work. I was sort of showing it yesterday. Literally, I've done a bit of a video on it. I'm very pleased. This definitely was my bravest thing to date. The other thing is, I did sort of now. Rawley Christie, isn't it quite amazing? You like say talk about auto. Now, obviously, we can't afford like our stone pickers at the minute, but we will be able to soon. But what I'm going to do is I am going to make a compromise that I don't normally do, but that's because we've got so much. Yeah, I mean, let's have a quick look. I'm not really being a wimp on this. I will willingly. I mean, I have done. I did it a few sessions ago, but that's my point. No one's. Although people sometimes like to see, you don't want to see it every single time, and you don't want to see the scale that we've got of like things to palletize. We've got 49 tons and 37 tons and 37 tons, and there's 4 of those. 37 tons again. Butter 34 tons. Buffalo mozzarella. Now I think we could manage 2 tons. Now, one thing I have done to date, no, I haven't. I am going to try to do 5-ton pallets with this, being as they're all unique. And if I do this, even though it's a right pain in the backside, I might do it for all of my things, but I have to make them all into unique field types like this one. No, I don't mind doing that. Not really. If it sort of means. I'm not sure if my productions, I tried to do it in productions, but they weren't working. So yeah, we shall see whether I can also control the extra field types within. Now, the one thing we can see that is working is you can actually see the icons in not the icon, but in the map is the all important one. You can see the beetroot brown is appearing. You can see the carrot cake appearing. So we know that the map is accepting these things. So that means I can then manipulate them and stick them into the production silo, because I'm going to need to do that. But I'm not sure if I can. I think I can. No, I can, because I did it with the salt. Yeah, I can sort of show that I can do this. If you go to the production silo, you will see it doesn't obey my graphics, but it has got it in, which is road salt. Now, because it's a proper, as in a bona fide mod that's like in the ModHub that does do road salt, and an icon has changed it to a field type, this takes precedence because I've got really nice graphics. So the fact that mine would do it, but basically another modder beat me to it in the game, so therefore it doesn't moan anymore about road salt not being not being anything. Now it is, because you can see it's there. So with my unique ones, they also when you load the map, if I put this in already, should show that like that. I just need to add them to the no, I thought I'd done it, but obviously I've changed what I did since doing it, so it'll all work. Talk about complicated. Right, so we want to. No, this is going to be a long session, so I will. No, let's just grab the very tractor to the right of us. Is going to be nice and fast. Let's go grab you, and we are gonna buy an auto load pallet. An auto load trailer. Made by Rawley Christie. Yeah, there is also, that's true, there is a warehouse, but that is 150,000, and I might have a look at that though, because that also sort of offers a sort of auto load, but I haven't got 150 grand, so we might lease Rolly Christie's and then we might have a look at the other one as well. Actually, is sort of almost a mod review, but yeah, definitely I am going to compromise, because I just don't want this to be, and only for that reason, not because I'm wimping out and I don't, you know, I'm not. I did it all. What we've got today, I've already done that. I did it last time. It took 2 sessions, and that's my point. I don't think anybody would think like 2 sessions is worth, you know, like that kind of pain for you guys and gals. Really, is what I'm saying. Right. Also, yeah, we could take the. That's a very good price. It was. Grab that little spray. We might not use it. It's true. Right, let's have a look. Oh, so I think we bought. That was all we bought. Yeah, there were things, but that's too big for us. And we've got the mover on this. So, and that again, it's fantastic. But that we'll leave it. So, with no further ado, we're gonna. Yeah, we will lease. Because I'm gonna no, we'll buy it. Yeah, because I still probably would use this. I would imagine it's in here, but I might be Profiliner, multi-steel, or agro logistics. That's the trailer that I'm talking about, but it's not auto load. It's just like a pallet thing, but it may have auto load, or it might be that the place that you buy it is an auto load. That's Bale's auto load. Lizard self-made. It's obviously in a different thing now. Most of Rawley Christie's, it shouldn't be the changing system, but we'll have a look, because a lot of them get ending up in here now. So it may be. Yeah, so the IT runner is broken for like everybody. I mean, as in like, yeah, it's not working at present. That, yeah, the changing system will be. Will low loaders, will it? I don't think. It could be in trailers. We'll have a look at trailers as well. Multi-container and multi-lift pack. Tippers trailers. Yeah, no, it's not that either. Tire trailers while we're here. Seems silly not to. It's here. Here we go. Auto load pack. Big bag and pallet. So it's pallets. It's a bit confusing. I don't understand what it's on about, because it's like saying one solid fertilizer. It says 20,000 litres. If you go like this, it says 2 lime, 40,000 litres. I'm not sure what that really means, or whether that is at all. You know, like, I like orange. I do. It's a nice colour. So 6,500. It's going to skin us a little. But we're going to say yes, and I believe that's pounds. So let's correct that straight away. So we'll see if that's going to work. General dollars, fantastic. At least it was fairly close to the beginning. So let's have a go. Stick the sprayer on the front. I'm not worried about repairing it at the minute. It's not terribly damaged. But it is true, I've got to be honest, other than the fact it is bigger than 21 metres by 3 metres, which is a considerable amount, it's, yeah, I would normally buy the other, but this, for like a normal sprayer that's bigger than 21 metres, I mean, it is true, there's no need now, the way things are, so we need to sort of see what we're like working with, and then we need to grab these pallets and see if like I need to change the combination, which also means I'm going to need to stick a repair point down. There is also, yeah, true, there is the toolbox that I've not tried. Now we do actually need, I don't know if it's on a side as well, having never used an auto load, turn on sprayer. Oh no, we want the back. Download zone disabled. Active download zone. Change work with turn on sprayer. Activate normal application. We first need to full unloads here. So we've activated it, but it doesn't say which side, does it? active downloads. Do we literally turn it on? No, that is, it's on and off. So we really just need to drop the sprayer off in case that's confusing things. Having the sprayer with us, just for this, I'm not really that bothered if we just drop this, because that's not a pallet. Right, now let's look. Active, toggle map view. You first need to fill the tool. Right, okay. No, that's me pressing the right button. Right, so I presume then we just go fairly close to the... Oh, no, I see there's a green glowy thing. Wow, that's where we need to be. So, yeah, obviously I'm not sure of this, whether because we've chosen fertilizer or if it says lime. So, to me, that's fairly specific. In which case... this is not going to work well. Yeah, it's going to not be what I'm thinking it is if this is the case. Really. Yeah, it's got to be specific. Oh, that's a bit annoying, isn't it? It is a little. You can literally, just for like fertilizer and that. Lime, seeds, pig food, oats, wheat. Yeah, it is actually. Oh, that's a bit of a blowout, isn't it? Really? So it's for going to the shop, but it's specific. So it can only pick one thing up at a time. Right. Well, there you go. That's a blowout straight away. Oh, that is really very... yeah, it's no longer... Right, well, there you go. That was a waste of £6.5 grand that we really could not afford at present. And it looks like little old me is auto-loaded, not auto-loading again. So, yeah, that's a bit of a blowout. Yeah, there is... I don't think there's anything else that auto-loads. So we've just bought that trailer. Now we're going to have to sell it and lose cash because it's not going to do what we sort of thought it was going to do. That's a real disappointment. It is. Yeah, it's because it's also small, so there's no point in like. So I would imagine it's the Lizard Logistics Pallets trailer. That is the one. So let's sell you. Yes, we'll lose a cash straight away. My bad. Yeah, I apologise for doing that. Fit peak, yeah, where you like, ooh, let's get rid of it quickly. Right, well, in that case, it appears that we're going to be like manually doing this. So let's load onto this, and this session is. Obviously for you, it's not going to appear like it's going to be ages because I am going to like do this quickly, and it is mainly. I've got my shocks on. But it still seems to wander, so I'm not sure. There's not really much more I can actually do than what I've actually done. So, right. So let's let's those ones. I'm trying to think. Where's the easiest way for me to put? Because this is the bit where we need access right down here. Is this? This probably is the best actual tractor to use. The WeFo 4 actually, wherever it is. I think one of the red tractors had it on. One of the red tractors. We've only got one red tractor. I can see it though. Right. We'll grab one of those tractors that's green or red or red. There's two red tractors actually, thinking about it. Right, okay then, let's get cracking. Let's get some selling done, because that's the name of the game for this session, definitely. And so I'm very pleased, because it was one of the most difficult things I've ever done in modding, to get the... Yeah, I didn't realise when I sort of started how much work there would be in doing a unique field type that goes into special pallets. But it's worth it, and it is true. In the long run, this is going to be a real... it's going to be fantastic. It really is. So, let's grab that. Yeah, this is... apart from the pass-through bit, this is working okay. I'm going to need to do a bit more work for the pass-through bit, definitely. It's now not really low as well. It's, it's not very high, but then weights do tend to be not very high. Right, so then let's get this little lot done. I suppose what I could do, and I'm going to say this, is I don't like compromising, but we've got to have a bit of a compromise. I don't like doing this where you obviously you can actually pick 3 up at a time with. That's the. I was going to say it should be. Let's grab you because you're. Yeah, you can grab 3 at a time with this particular pallet fork. But I don't like doing that because it doesn't look very nice. But what I'm saying is that I don't suppose the auto-loading book would have looked very nice. So with that in mind, what we're going to do is a bit of a compromise. I don't mind to speed things up because it really is, you're not going to want me to be like doing this all of the time. So with that in mind, what I'm going to do is I will sort of like compromise a bit on how I would normally do it, because I would normally do it for aesthetics so that it looks better, but now we're going to do it for like expediency, which basically means, right, we need to no, wrong one, we need to lower that. Yeah, that's the thing as well, I couldn't lower the weight before at the back, whereas now it does lower because there wasn't any room to lower it. So now it is actually working, which is nice to see. Right, so then if we go in the middle, that's as low as it gets. We should be able to grab maybe all 3. No, not a bit too far out. If we do it now, we might be able to get all 3. Okay, no we can't. That's positioning. It'll be that I'm not quite. It's to be more in the middle. Oh, okay. It's being awkward. Is that not typical? All right, okay. I'm going to say my words. Let's get this done. I'm going to see you guys and gals on the other side. Right, I'm coming out of the time lapse because I just thought it's loading is very important. I think I was going to go telehandler, and I thought, hang on a minute. Yeah, so this may or may not work. I'm just going to give myself a bit of a, I think it should be, it is this beautiful little thing that I fell in love with in Zelonka in FS22 is, and you can do it. You can do it front loader. I was hoping that you still could. It's quite amazing. Another black sheep modding stupendous design is absolutely really good. So what we'll set up, I think we will. I think it slows us down, but I don't care if this means we can whiz around. Like, I don't know whether it is, but I think it looks like to me you can do a proper turn. Yeah, it is. It's trash. So add 600. That is absolutely unbelievable. Design sunshade. Oh, that's new. Forestry, standard. I think really do like the way that it is open. I do. It's massive, and then we'll go rim colour red, I think, and we'll go Massey Ferguson because I think it looked really very nice. Absolutely. So front loader. Now it has got weights. Really, really. I know I've actually... Well, we've got a telehandler weight. Yeah. Let's see if mine works, though, because I'd imagine the ones for this are probably better for this because they've been designed by Black Sheep Modding for this particular thing. So, we're not going to skimp. I would imagine we will try mine as well, because then for future reference, we can see whether, this would be one of those things that... so I would imagine it's going to be in weights. I would imagine. It really would be. You'd imagine, but it's not appearing in this section. So it might be under its own little... Could be miscellaneous, I suppose. It's the catch-all that usually things go into if it doesn't fit into another category, isn't it? But, right, so in that case, we could go DLCs and we'll just go for the actual category of it. So, you see that? That's what I'm saying. The auto load pack is showing that it does do a lot, but yeah, it's still, yeah, no, it only does show those items. Yeah, oh, the big bag trailer though, however, does show lots of things, but now that's bulk, so that would mean. But it does say big bag trailer. Does that mean that it... no, that's showing bulk. So we may actually have got the wrong one. It does show my icons too. Okay, let's give this a shot too. Because this would really speed things up. General products. Oh, brilliant. So general products it is, which is bulk, 34,000 litres. This will obviously... make things quite a bit quicker, and also, yeah, we still want a normal loader. I'm going to treat us to it. So we're going to go main colour black with a design colour red, a smash, a touch of red. Oh, okay. Is that little tiny things there that are red? They could be. We'll do room colour red then. I do like Massey. It's got a real nice colour to it. And this has got wheel chocks too. 6,530. Yes, we will indeed buy you. Yes, but we will also buy. Did we buy that already? I was going to buy it. It was just the weights, wasn't it? That I'm waiting for. Oh, right. Okay. So then we now need to go for Black Sheep Modding's set. And we should see along with it. I do really like this one a lot. It is such a beautiful, again, as you'd expect from an absolute amazing model like Black Sheep Modding, it is really, yeah, it's something else. I was sort of, it's weird because I'm not trying to have a go either, because Black Sheep Modding is one of those that if you've not got respect for Black Sheep Modding, then really there's something wrong on any sort of our sort of things. He is such a cracking modder. So I was a little underwhelmed with the Powderfinger. But it's Blacksheep Modding seems to be almost a traditionalist in a way. Right, so we want, here we go, rear weight. And we can go different sort of kilograms. I know it's going to be a bit dearer. I think that's the biggest by the look of it. Yeah. It doesn't look that much smaller, but it's going to be designed... Yeah, it's going to attach magically, isn't it? That's what I mean. So let's do the design colour. We'll do Massey Red. Yeah, and 2,950. Should give it a shot. I should at least, because yeah, it might sort of like think, oh. Now I presume, obviously it says front loader, so I'd imagine. Did we buy it? I think we did. It's hiding probably on the other side of the thing here. And we'll grab our normal attachment, and we should. It's not the fastest, but I only want this for loading, and I often. Before, what I did do was, in fact, no, yeah, we could lift it onto the, so we're going to need to, I would imagine it looks like it goes that way. There's a bit of a groove, yeah, I thought so. Yeah, you see, you're not going to, it's the one thing I thought was missing with this before, but that is something else. That is going to really assist us. So we really need a tractor to pop down. And we're gonna like grab this. Yeah, you will do. You will do. Why am I? No, that's not how. You know, I just want to enter the vehicle. Let's go grab it. So yes, this. Even though it's like slowing me down because now I've got to do this. I was gonna buy the telehandler, but I've got to be honest. This I fancy because I really do like this. I really. As I said, fell in love with this a long time ago. And if we could like load lots of pallets in one go, that was a disaster. It was, but I was trying to learn. I was trying to think, what's the best way to do this? And I think I would have improved. But the WeFo's a bit of a. Oh, that's a point. Yeah, actually, we haven't got a front loader attacher for that. But that is our front loader, so we need to buy a front loader bit as well for this. I think we could probably fit that on the back. I think the telehandler, it's got a few tricks up its sleeve. This not the trailer, the actual Blacksheep mod in it is rather amazing. So we can we can't auto load it, of course. That would be like pushing it a little, but I'm sure we can. But we need to buy a front loader. Yeah, the other thing is obviously the front loader, or even something like this, is you have the added advantage of you've got reach. That the WeFo's brilliant, but it's got no reach. You hit the trailer sort of way too easily, which is a real shame because it's really is a cracking idea. It just needs a bit of reach to actually overcome its deficiency. So we want front loader tools, and we are going to treat ourselves to the Albert pallet that we've just had sort of in the WeFo range, which is the Albert, this one with tensions. That's the one. Yeah, so we want to go, I think we'll go Massey Red. Boringly. I mean, because, yeah, I mean, I know it's all been Massey Red, Massey Red, Massey Red. It's just a really nice red, it's all. Right, so let's pull you forward a little bit more, and then obviously the telehandler can load this onto the back of this. Hopefully, I think it's big enough. And then we're going to get cracking, and hopefully what we've done is going to speed things up somewhat. And yeah, the only thing, I mean, I did used to put weights on the back of this, but obviously they used to drag on the ground. So Blacksheep Modding's really thought about that. That is quite amazing. It is. And also, I'd imagine would work with any other telehandler too. I mean, I've obviously got my own now, but I'm not. But nevertheless, it looks a nice telehandler weight. Probably a little bit dearer than that. So if we have this, we're going to need to like do this, and like hopefully the telehandler can like lift us straight on like that, and we will fit on just hopefully. That's the idea. May or may not work. So, Yeah, we can sort of grab the tension belt system. So the tension belt system should actually... Ooh, okay. We're grabbing hands. Ooh, okay. Okay. It's not liking that. So should we do it? So now I think we're going to need to have a weight ourselves. It's not a bad thing for the shop telehandler to have the big 5-ton weight. And obviously this would not be at our cost, but we'll try it without first, but I don't think we're going to manage this. Let's have a look. Let's go underneath. It's not letting me do that. I think it should do, because I should be able to go into the ground. No. Did you know something? I should put this on... Yeah, we'll lead with this and the tracks can follow. Yeah, we're not going to do this very often, like trailing across the map. It's not so slow that it's unbelievable. You wouldn't want to do this a lot. This is the next thing, of course, I do need to do is I need to put ramps on my my trailer. That's... When I say next, that's going to be rather a stretch for like anything, you know, like, yeah, that's going to be a very advanced thing for me to do. Yeah, it's not... I used to literally put this on the back of trailers with... In fact, me and the TPS were best friends. Yeah, I used to put this frequently on the back of, because it's just too slow to actually travel anywhere a long time. But I used to use it to both ends on Zilong. I'd take it on the back of the trailer and we would yeah, do sort of great things together. So let's have a go. In fact, we could well grab this lot of the milk and that, because I believe this was also part of the things to sell. So yes, it was. No, we're not to sell. No, we need to stick these. You know, obviously we may have just done this and we now might be able to auto-load general products with that. And you will note, I have changed this. This is a diffuse that I created myself. Yeah. I'm quite pleased with that. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. Thank you very much, young lady. We are going to need to activate this. And it's going to glowy... Yeah, that's the only thing I'm not... It's... Yeah, but it's a compromise. I've got to do it, so... Yeah, what can you say? Right. So then. Let's get cracking. Are we supposed to press a button? It's like Z, or... Let's have a look. It should sort of open power tools, activate download zone. Which that didn't do a lot. Unload here. Stop unloading. Okay. I mean, I would have thought that that meant that anything in that zone got loaded, but it appears not to be doing that. Detach. Active. Oh, no, active. Download zone. Download zone disabled. Okay, well, I presume when it says download, it really means it should download. So why is it not? These are not big bags. That's what I'm thinking. I was thinking, is this going to work? Yeah, because these are pallets. So, but I would have thought this was active. Activate AI worker. No, so that's not working. Active download zone. No, it's not going to work, is it? Unfortunately. So that's a bust again. 2 out of 2. So again, another one we're going to have to sell. I'm going to, yeah, I might actually look at a mod review by the Looney Farm Sim guy. Let's see, because he's usually good with things like this. So yeah, we shall see. And then if it's me using it wrongly and I don't misunderstand, there's not a lot you can misunderstand, but you know, there is a bit. So let's just grab that. And we'll go back to manually. Loading and unloading. Yeah, we need to obviously. This is not for selling though. This one. This is like for putting in our thing because that's going to make it work. So let's just grab it. Right, I'm going to go straight into a time lapse again because we really do need to get this done. So I'm going to see you guys and gals on the other side. Right, I always find that if you're tired or you're on your A game, things always go wrong. I'm gonna call it at that, and I'm gonna put together the next session. And hopefully I'm a bit better. I'm not poorly. I don't mean it in that way. What I mean is a bit better at loading and unloading, because it's a bit of a. We've done well still. Obviously we've put loads of butter, honey, and all that type of stuff away. If we just grab another load, then I think it's not a bad place to actually. It is beautiful. I thought if we're going to do this a lot, and we are going to have to, then we really need to have a loading zone. So I thought, we'll bite the bullet and we'll do it over there, and we'll do it over here. I think this is going to come into its own, definitely. I think I need to have some sort of dedicated sort of thing for this. For load, it's just so beautiful for pulling backwards and forwards and things like that. So we'll have a look. I mean, yeah, we've 102 grand. Now we know there's a lot more, and there's probably double what we've done and then some. Obviously we're not selling the butter and that, so, but we still. Oh my life. Okay. That's not so good. Yeah, no, it's not. That's not terribly good at all. Wow, it surprises me. I didn't seem to have it horribly badly or anything like that. I would have expected that kind of. That was really volatile, very, very volatile. Let's just get these in, and then I'm. Do I just join them together and not say goodbye? I'd imagine that it was fairly a long session even at that, and that's what I'm saying. Oh, okay, that looks good. Like it. I mean, these are 2,000 litres, so that looks good, but you've got to think that's not really terribly good, and that's, yeah, it's 1,200 per tonne, which is not rubbish, but I'm saying it would be good on normal economy, but it certainly is not fantastic. It would be a lot better. We'd be doing terribly well if we were like on, yeah, we'll do this, and then hopefully I'm a bit more on my loading and unloading. I think I'm gonna need to get in my groove, and I'm just not in my groove. I mean, we've not done bad. I'm not saying that, but what I mean is, I'm making a lot of mistakes, and it's costing us time a lot. So we can't really afford that. So hopefully tomorrow, also give me a chance to do the rest of the products. Yeah. And I need to see about, it's true, all of the productions that I've done so far, if you sort of, especially, I'm not sure what it involves. It may be one of those things that you think, oh, it's only going to be a 10-minute job, and it ends up 3 hours later you've actually you've completed what you think. I mean, it shouldn't take me too long to do the pallets for the new mod, because I've already got the model. I've done all the hard work on making the actual model, and it works. All I need to do is duplicate it for all of them. In time I'm going to make them all look unique, so that they do look unique, but for now they're all going to just look like cakes. They are all cakes. It is true, but what I mean is they're not going to look like they're actual cakes that they actually are. So it's 112,658. Obviously, we've spent quite a lot of cash as well on. Yeah, I'm not going to sell the. Did I sell the Roller Christie already? I don't think I did I? Didn't it? Somewhere there. It's done that thing where it doesn't show you everything again. Yeah, it's there. Yeah. Oh no, it's not. I didn't think I'd do that. So these are showing trailers. It's not showing that trailer. Okay, well, that's interesting. I didn't think I'd actually sold it. It might be over the other side, actually. I'm thinking, yeah, I thought it was over this side. I thought I'd left it on the headland. But did I leave it over there? No, I don't think I did. Yeah, so we're going to leave it there for now. We've done the. Let's have a look what we've done. Yeah, let's sort of sit back and take stock of what we've actually done. We've got obviously quite a lot of stuff now in our luxury list that should be actually working. We know the flour's working already, and that was actually doing quite admirably. Well, it's not really, because it's only just started. Yeah, 463 litres is not exactly a lot of flour, but it hasn't long. So nearly 15 tonnes of honey, 31 tonnes of oats, which is churning away for the flour, 77 tonnes of red beets and parsnips. So we should see carrot cake is beginning to be. Oh no, I suppose it's only just seconds. We've not activated it. We're not going to see carrot cake doing anything unless we actually activate it. And it's got to be the one that is with honey. So let's activate that, and we should immediately see it whir into life. I'm not sure if I've got this. I think this is going to produce way too much, so I would imagine that it needs tailoring down, really. So we should see. Yeah, carrot cake is ticking up already, 6 litres and counting. So yeah, it's working. But I'm going to imagine that if we like ripped into this is going to do 72. 500 times 72 is an awful lot. It is. It's like. Well, I suppose it would be. I think it'll run out of products, but it would be interesting to see what this could cope with if you could fill it with products and it could then cope with it. Because, yeah, it's got to be, can't be too silly. That 72 is like way too much. I think it needs to be like, but again, we need, this is the first Let's Play. This one is down, so it's going to take a bit of trying to gauge what the best possible things is. And we're going to run out of eggs more quicker than anything else, truthfully. That's the small amount that we've got, but it's obviously it's only 100, so that's like 28 times 100. So it's still quite a lot of that, and that's how it's going to work. But I think it's going to run out of that fairly quickly. I'm interested to see when the cake first pops. I'm almost tempted to go through time, but I'm not going to, because yeah, we've got good sale prices. It will appear soon enough. We will sort of see what it actually looks like. I mean, I have seen obviously what it looks like. It looks like cakes, but what I mean is, yeah, so you can see it actually working, because it is quite amazing. I think I'm really well chuffed about it. But that's where I'm going to leave this particular session. We've obviously did do a lot better than this. We bought the beautiful loader, and obviously we bought 2 trailers and like sold trailers, and I think, is it over there? Did I sell it again? No, it's there. I can see it in the distance. Yeah, it's right over there. So why is it not appearing on the map then? It's about here somewhere. I mean, that's the 12 metre. So why is that not appearing? It's a trailer, surely. The game is a bit funny with this. Yeah, I mean, showing that might not be classed as a trailer, I suppose. It might be something special. I mean, yeah, what I mean is it might not have a category, or it might be miscellaneous, and miscellaneous doesn't show. It is a little bit hit and miss, I've got to be honest with that anyway, so. But that is where I'm going to leave it. Everything is working nicely. We're up to 112,000. Not bad when you consider what we've, like bought the fields, these big fields. So we're going to need, the next job we need to do is take this. In fact, let's do that now. A bit of fun. We've got 112 rand. I think that. Oh no, we've got to do the. Yeah, we've got to grab the straw, haven't we? Well, we can sort of do. Yeah, we're only trying to grab that amount. So let's just. Yeah, I don't mind. It's all been like go, 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 go. So let's just. We don't want to grab all of it. We want to grab this bit down here. Yeah, I don't want to be, because I mean we will grab it all. I don't mean that, but what I mean is I want to clear this bit and make this into. In fact, actually, I think, yeah, we'll just grab what we can, because I think next session we need to plough, and I think we're going to grass it properly. There's too much to. Although I think, looking at that that kind of grass was free. I'm sure my money didn't go down when I did that, and I'm sure I didn't tick that free painting and that. I thought I'd deliberately not done that right. That is about right. We just see, because we could at least do that side of it. If it's sort of free, that, I mean, obviously the grass is not going to be free, but or are we going to just grass it properly? I don't know, because the one thing about grass, it gets really thick. Let's just see if we can actually do this blanket layer first. And was I right? Did it not cost us anything? No, it is going down, but a very, very small amount. Like, oh, well, it did go down the first time. Why is it now no longer going down? Oh, no, it is. It is. It went down then. Yeah. Right, okay. At least it's not. It's very, very cheap, though. Very, very cheap. I'm not complaining at that. We're doing a lot, so yeah. So we'll see how much putting grass on top. Yeah, because I want the thinner stuff and the plastic grass that you're not having to mow, but I don't want it to be too thick. And I know that's very particular. It is. I agree. It's a bit like, but having done normal grass a lot, this looks a bit horrible. This kind of grass, like without doing it properly, though. So. We will see how much proper grass would cost us for this, even if it sort of takes 112 grand. Do we do that, or is that just a bit too much? I think it's a bit expensive. This is one time when I really wouldn't mind actually free grass, so we'll go for the 10 grass, because this is the stuff you don't mow, and I think it's not too thick. How much does that cost for a big square like that? Oh. Oh no, it's going down. Yeah, but it's not taking an awful lot of us. Oh, well, I'm quite happy with this, really. Does it not care how big the square is in comparison to... It is going down, but not... I mean, me adding 10 for each bit would make quite a lot more than what we're actually paying for this. I'm not complaining, I'm just saying, but it's true. I know when there are overlaps it does actually work it out properly so that you're not spending too much, but yeah, it's going down. I'm sure I have. Well, if I'd got the free mod, it wouldn't be going down at all. So I've obviously not got a free, but it isn't costing us what I would have thought it would. Not that as I say, I'm not complaining. I'm just sort of like explaining. It's yeah, it's not too terrible, and we will, yeah, because we are hoping eventually to own that field as well, right next door. So it's not gonna. That did it nicer than I thought. Right, so yeah, this should be now like nice grass that's not going to ever grow too long. Whereas obviously the normal grass that you put down, it grows. I think it will grow, but what I mean is it's not cuttable, and it doesn't. I'm sure it doesn't grow too thick, which is perfect for what you want. So we've got this down. This is the extension of the farmyard. Yeah, so this is where we're going to put more sheds down and that type of stuff, and like move some of that there. There's a few different sheds. Let's have a bit of fun. Yeah, let's stick one down. I think. Oh, I'm not sure if I've got them all in the ones. Yeah, I mean, I love this, the 4000 one that I do use a lot. I do this one here, but obviously I don't want to just always do the same one. Now there is a. Yeah, that is good. I like that, but I'd like it for. That's why I like Black Sheep modding. So we've not got in the game at the minute. An open one is best for the game. Yeah, I personally think, but there is a. I think I put it in. These ones, yeah, I'm not a massive fan of posts, but yeah, I mean they've got posts, and I can put up with that. This one, it's a bit smaller than the 4 gram one. There is one I've seen that we've got in. It's only got one post in the middle. I can cope with that. I'm sure that's not the one. It was very reasonable. I'm sure I might not put it in. These I like. No, too many posts. I don't know why I've got that one in. It's too. But it might be a set where it's not all like that. 15,000. I'm not worried about the money. It's not the money either. It's just. Well, I might not put it in. I'd love the detailing on some of these as well. It's not just about money. I mean, that's just so realistic and so. Oh, now that's a biggie. 25 grand. Oh wow, it is. That's beautiful. It's got a lot going on for 25,000. But that's still not the one that I might not put it in. I might need to have a go at. That's too many posts for my liking, but it looks nice. The detailing on it is amazing. So that is a large bale shelter. I recognise that as it says from old. Yeah, we've got the bale barn, Frankenmuth farming. Oh, so this is literally the actual one from the map. Oh, that's true. We have got ours. They are a bit. Oh, I do like this. That's actually. It's reminding me. That is what I wanted to do. It is because although some of these are really, yeah, this not only is good. It's also got the additional thing of actually having. Yeah, it's obviously this one, which is normally 95 grand, but we've got the now. There's the super barn. Yeah, this is the one. Oh, hang on, is it? I've done another one since. I think one of them's bigger. Yeah, these ones. That's it. These two here. It's this one. This is the larger one that I've like remodeled. So I would say, trying to think about this. You want it? I would say like that. It's also got solar panels, quite good solar panels. So that's gonna. I think it's. Where am I? Oh, I'm in the way, aren't I? As always, I'm in the way. Let's shift this because this is the point where we're going to come in the field. The header's in the way a little, but yeah, if we stick, we've still got it. Oh, it's the UK model. Yeah, it's the brick one. I think that's the only one I've actually done. No, these are the American ones, aren't they? But I think these are smaller looking at it. Yeah, you can see the size difference. I've not done an American version one yet. You can see the difference. Now that goes to there. That one goes an awful lot bigger. That's the scale I sort of want, but I haven't done the American version yet. So I need to basically do this. What I might do is, yeah, I'll do it for next session. I don't want to rush it, but that's what we're going to go for. I'm going to make an American version without the bricks, use a different diffuse, and like make another one of those. And I think I should get rid of the other ones that I've got, the older ones. Although no, I suppose sometimes there is a need for a smaller one. I might move them to my removed mods for testing folder. Right, so that is literally, we will do that next session. So I'm going to keep myself here so I remember. So all that remains to be said is thank you very much for watching. Truly do hope you're going to stick with me on this journey. And I'm going to say goodbye for now.